everyone. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Nara, and in a moment I will be checking into your energy and current affairs. But first, nail check. Today I have just a simple set with kittens in scarves. So do you look like babushkas? It's just a simple one. I feel like it's the easiest one to work in. Nail check? Completed. But before we get into your groups, just a disclaimer. My readings explore your current problems and situations. This is a general reading, so for the utmost accuracy, I will be looking only into 2 upcoming weeks of your life. Longer periods of predictions might become inaccurate because you are constantly shifting through realities based on the choices you make. Remember, nothing is set in stone and you are the master of your fate. I'm just here to give you guidance and clarity for your highest good. And I'll kindly ask you to be very discerning of any readings you come across on the internet. These are only guidelines, so don't discredit any logical thoughts and decisions when it directly impacts your future. With that being said, if you're familiar with how these videos work, I will have timestamps in the description below for all the groups. But if this is your first time choosing a group, I have a few tips that might help you pick one. I'll make it as simple as I can. First step, take a few deep breaths, relax your body and clear your mind of any lingering thoughts. This might take a while, so take as much time as you need. Step 2, focus your attention to all the groups in front of you. Now this is important. Rather than choosing with your eyes, try to feel from your gut which one draws you in. Now how does this look like? In my experience, some groups look physically brighter or bigger than the rest. They might have a golden outline around it, the color might pop, sometimes it can even look elevated from the ground. Now these are just a couple examples that work for me. What is most important, it has to feel right. That's where your trust comes in. Trust in your intuition to make the right choice. This might sound intimidating, and it does take practice, but don't get discouraged. I know you can do it. Step 3. If you're not attracted to any of the groups, that is perfectly okay. Nothing is wrong with you, and I want to emphasize that. There might just be a scenario where the groups in this video do not have messages meant for you. In which case, you can check out any other videos that I have or other creators offer. Yet again, be very discerning on what you come across. So today, I have for you not only the oracle cards to choose from, but also the books that I've been reading and the quotes from these books, just to help you choose your group. So let's see if there's a group that draws you in. Group number 1, your book is Hermann Hesse, The Journey to the East. And for your oracle cards, we have number 30, Divine Timing, and number 28, Anger. Group number 2, your book is Richard Bach, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And your oracles are number 17, Feminine Energy, and number 42, Joy. Group number 3, your book is Haruki Murakami, Kafka on the Shore. And your oracle cards are number 8, Death, and number 25, Sexual Energy. With that being said, take your time, take a deep breath, and I'll see you shortly. Hi group number 1, let's check your vibe and see if it resonates. So you have Hermann Hesse, The Journey to the East. Now, first of all, I just wanted to say that I instantly felt heartbroken for some reason I felt really left on ice, alone by myself. There might be... My heart is aching right now. It's such a... Maybe it's a fresh wound, maybe somebody left you recently. Whether it's you're not speaking to someone anymore, or they're just not in your life anymore. It feels heavy. I just want to tell you that I am with you, even if it's a mile away, 100 miles away. Even if it's just through the screen. I am with you, and I just want to give you the biggest hug right now. Before we get into the quotes that I have for you, let's check the oracles. Which, the first one that came out was 28, anger. And the second one, 30, divine timing. Divine timing usually comes out when... well, if for me, or in my readings that I do to myself, divine timing comes out where the universe does not want to tell you something, or you're not supposed to know at this moment in time, or you're not ready to hear what they have to say. It's just something that they keep to themselves, a secret or a surprise. It's usually something that you're not gonna know just yet. And I think with that anger, there's a lot of pain in your heart. I just feel my heart breaking apart. I feel like maybe you left some part of your heart with somebody, whether you wanted that or not, and they might have walked out of your life. And there's some things you're not supposed to know about this situation, which we're gonna get into, what they're not telling you. And with anger, I think there's just a lot... just some things that you do not understand and you want explanations for, and nobody's giving you the explanations for the situations that you want to understand. I feel like this is just frustrating in some ways. You're in this a bit of an unknown, and it's driving you crazy. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's get into the quotes I have for you from The Journey to the East. Numerous groups were simultaneously on the way, each following their own leader and their own stars. Each one always ready to merge into a greater unit and belong to it for a time, but always no less ready to move on again separately. Some went on their way quite alone. I also walked alone at times, whenever some sign or call tempted me to go my own way. And the second one. It was very pleasant whenever we met one of these groups, to attend their feasts and devotions and to invite them to ours, to hear about their deeds and plans, to bless and know them on parting. They went their way, we went ours. Each one of them had his own dreams, his own wish, his secret heart's desire, and yet they all flowed together in the great stream and all belonged to each other, shared the same reverence and the same faith, and had made the same vow. these two quotes are talking specifically about the connections between people, the sense of community, no matter how far or how close you are to each other. And it is about sometimes walking the path alone, by yourself, and still remembering that you will meet your people and you will meet them again. And I just heard God works in mysterious ways. It's about, and also developing your character arc and then meeting each other again to reevaluate, to catch up on things, to celebrate and walk together for some time and make projects, enjoy each other's company. But then when time comes to separate, to not shy away from that, and still trust in the connection that you have and explore that. There's a lot of trust that's happening, and a lot of collectivity, like a collective mind in some way. That's where I feel like, okay, the divine timing might be telling you that if you're asking when are you gonna meet them again, the divine timing is telling you that it's not for you to know, at least not right now. And I think it's redirecting you to enjoying your time by yourself, or finding things, exploring yourself while you're alone. And there's a lot of anger. Yes, it's frustrating when you're looking for answers and there's not. No one's giving you answers. But I think it's redirecting you to work on yourself. Character arc again. Welcome to the reading. This is about your next step in your spiritual journey, and I think this is exactly what you were looking for. So welcome. I think the important thing is to not forget that even though we're far apart, far away, you're still a one unit. And, you know, time is relative. It's just time is, and also really subjective. You know, in the grander scheme of things, a couple of years or a couple of months is absolutely nothing. You'll be reunited, maybe, it's just enjoy where you are right now. I think that's the things that I get from the oracles and from the quotes that I have for you. Discovering yourself. Being comfortable with being alone. No, that's a big lesson. Alright, well, I think we can get into some tarot and see what is going on. Okay, let me just... Beep. This here. Alright, so we're gonna see what is your current situation, where you are and what is going on. Then what is the circumstances or situation that you are transitioning into, or your goals. And in the middle we'll see how you get there. Basically this is like your current goal and how you get there. So let's see. For group number 1. Oop. By the way, I think this is Dragonstone, if I'm not mistaken. It has to do with heart chakra, and this is usually a stone I have for connections between people and spiritual matters. Let's say that. I think this might be about. We'll see. You know what? We'll see. So, what is your current situation and what is going on? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright, well, I think there's a lot of going on. I'm gonna need a bit less cards, please, than that, but thank you. Nine of Pentacles. Is there something else? Okay. Okay. That's right here. Let me check something. What's Nine of Pentacles? Yeah. So the main meaning of Nine of Pentacles is about like being self-sufficient and enjoying your financial situation, but this specific card is speaking about enjoying your time alone. And if you see, this girl is silencing the parrot, so the parrot will not give her secret spot away from people. This is this is about you taking time for yourself, enjoying yourself. Three of Wands, it's again a bit different than the general meaning of this card. It's stepping back and taking a look of everything you've accomplished and just on your life in general. I feel like this is looking back on situations you have been, or you have been in, or just things you went through, and looking back to what did you do back then. There's a lot of self-evaluation happening here, and I think there's also a thought coming up of what did I do wrong for it to come to this point. Nine of Swords here. I think this is giving you a hard time. You're thinking a lot about where did you go wrong in this. Six of Swords and the Magician. I think this feels like you have opened the Pandora's box, and in that I mean that you took some step or you made some decision that you acted upon, and once you enacted that decision that you have made, everything just, I don't want to say crumbled, but it just started to flow out. I think that a lot has happened in a short period of time because everything took speed. Everything started happening at once with this Six of Swords. It's because of something that something that you did, some action that you took. You started trickling into this Nine of Pentacles, which in this case means like being by yourself. Okay. Okay, here's what I think happened. You made a decision, you acted on that decision. Everything started flowing in that way. That's why, like, you opened up Pandora's box. Everything picked up with tremendous speed. I think you, like, with this, with the stream just taking the boat to another, I want to say dimension, but not dimension, to another place in your life, where you are. So there's everything picked up. I feel like it was a bit overwhelming because you could not, or you felt like you could not keep up with all of the things happening around you so fast. And I think you ended up in this situation that we're, speaking about, is that you ended up by yourself, taking time for yourself. With the Oracle cards, I am inclined to think that this was not something that you have anticipated or wanted to happen. I think with this anger, I also think it feels unfortunate for you that this happened, that's why it feels like a Pandora's box has opened, and now you are in the situation where you are thinking, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? I thought this was a good decision, and now you're in a place where you have not wanted this to happen. You did not want to be alone, or and it's like being alone and feeling alone is a different thing. I feel like you're alone in some way, just like some people have left you at this point. And I think that's the answers you're looking for and you're not getting. Like, what with the Three of Wands, what are you supposed to do? Where do we go from here? I'm gonna take this. And with Ooh, okay, and that, yeah, And with the Nine of Swords, I think you're losing sleep over this situation, and you're just not quite sure what to do. All right, well, yeah, let's see then where is the situation going? Oh my god. Oh, and with this card, it's talking about the divine timing of your guides are looking after you. They're not telling you why specifically or what's happening right now, but I think this is necessary for you. And I think in other decks this card means spiritual awakening. In this deck it's more of a gentle spiritual awakening, but it's more of a, you are guided towards that. You are guided towards bettering yourself. I think that's, you have to get through something at this point, and divine timing. You have guides on your side right now, guiding you through it. I think also when I was mixing the oracle cards, on the bottom of the deck there was a card, slow and steady, and it took a long time for me to get these two cards, which I think also means that you have to take your time on this, and a bit of trust in the universe and in your guides. They're asking you to trust them on this. And I think maybe you're the person that gets nervous if you don't have the answers, or gets really frustrated if you don't know the answers. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's see what's the goal in this situation? Where are you going, or where are the guides? Okay, leading you. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Yep. That's what I saw coming. I'm gonna get more cards on this. We'll see where this is going. Could I get more cards, please? Where this is going? What is the goal here? I think I want one more. Thank you. Okay. Now this is interesting. There are a couple of people coming through. It's like it's the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, which I think from this energy that I have right here, I feel like this might be your energy in this situation. I think if the Three of Wands are you right now, thinking back, reevaluating, making conclusions on things, I think on this side, you are... Okay, I see. If right now you're feeling alone or by yourself, right here, if you see there are children around you, there are people around you, so you're kind of becoming the center, the nurturing, caring center of like attraction. You're attracting people, and you are naturally attracting people around you. I think this is you in a community, or I think you're going to a place of finding your people or reconnecting with your... Okay, spirit family could be a thing. You reconnecting with your spirit family. Karmic connections with the people that you have lived previous lives with. Soul family, yeah. There's also... How do I... With the Two of Swords, it's kind of you trying to find your balance again. And you... In this deck, it's... I think it's you finding more stable ground when people come and go. I think that's the goal here. It's to... Okay, know who your pillars are, or... And I mean like people in your life who are certainly there and not... will not be leaving you no matter what. Yeah. I think, yeah, this is the goal, is to build your community. The goal is to find people that will not leave you, and to, with the Two of Swords, to be okay if people walk out of your life. Finding healthy ways of dealing with it. Because this anger, it's... you are with anger being here, you are the person that is benefiting the least from it. It mostly impacts you in a negative way, which is not a healthy thing. And I think with the Two of Swords, it's you finding that balance, you finding that way of dealing with people who just come and go, because yeah, everything is always changing. And okay, with the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, there will be strong figures in your life, wise, emotionally mature, that will not just throw connections away. And because the both of them are kings, I also interpret this as you have met them before in your previous lives, if you believe in that. It's... you have some sort of a karmic connection with them. And the maturity in these people, and you also. It's kind of like going from a lady to a queen. You're also becoming more mature in this, and I'm feeling flexible, you know? Patient also. with people overall. You see children around you. It's understanding, accepting the change that is coming your way. Finding your community. This is the goal right now. This is the step. This is the next step. Now, we're gonna see into how do you get there. With divine timing being present, we'll see how it goes, because I know that my guides with divine timing just don't tell me how to get there. But we can ask them. At least we can ask them what should you focus on, or how do you get to this. I saw that card. It did not came out. If the card does not fall out, I usually don't take it. But because if it needs to fall out, it will fall out. But it will fall out. But I have noted the energy that turned it over. Yeah. So tell me, how do you get to this? Okay. Page of Swords. Okay. This is interesting. Now it's interesting because this deck was specifically the one that I was attracted to for your reading, because it has quite untraditional meanings for some of these cards, and it makes so much sense. It just makes so much sense. We're gonna get into this in a second. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, of course there is. Also the bottom deck, let me put this here. With the Page of Swords, and with her stance that like she has, it's quite determined, and it's quite independent in some ways. This person is, and with the Knight of Wands, it's also, so it's determination, but it's also a like passionate, just passion inside of you for connections, for people. I think they're kind of beating around the bush right now, but that's okay. We're gonna get some clarifications or advice for you for this. With the Five of Wands, this girl is hiding in a tree from a pack of wolves. I think this is, it's you trying to navigate people and connections, and I think this is what you are trying to learn right now. You're trying to learn how to exist in collectives. I think you have to learn how to read people, because some of them you cannot outrun. You have to outsmart them. This is your time to learn how people work, how people perceive things, how they react to things. And I think this is, again, it's not a one day's work and you're done. This is a lifetime experience kind of thing. Being perceptive and collecting information about people. This sounds like you're like CIA or something, but it's learning how to survive in this environment. How to navigate people. I think this is, it's kind of vague, but this is what they're giving me. You're learning how to navigate people, and with the Six of Pentacles, you're learning how to accept help from people around you. I think the main thing that this is telling you is that you have to know how to decipher which people are meant for you, which are not. I think it's also letting go of people in your life that do not serve you anymore, or that are actively hurting you. You're in this evaluation type of thing. What did I do? It's kind of not, I don't think you should be thinking, what did I do? I think you should be thinking, what will you be doing right now? Going forward. Because this is clearly telling you that you have to figure out how to navigate people, how to navigate connections. I think there might be situations where you just were quite naive or trusted the wrong people. And I think this is a lesson for you. But be mindful, this is not just, oh my god, be discerning, be like very scared of, it's not about being scared of people or pushing yourself or pushing them away from you. It's about finding that balance and finding ways to trust people, but to know which people you have to you can trust. Yeah. I think this is where you have to focus your attention now. And I think this is, you are starting right now as a Page of Swords. You're new in this. You're new in seeing clearly, seeing people for who they are, not looking at them through rose-colored glasses, taking the information that they give you and trusting that information. And I mean not the words that they are speaking, but the actions that they are making. Yeah. And with that divine timing, you don't know, and I don't think you're gonna know when this is gonna come into action or into fruition. That collective that you're looking for. I think this is you working on your perception and your observation of people around you, of yourself in these situations, and learning, building your skill set. Seven of Cups. With this card, it's an unknown, I wanted to say territory, unknown paths that you have to take, or you have to look where you're going. Build that skill. Ten of Swords. This is you going through trial and error, but the important thing, you still have to be going through that, and you have to try. And this is where it's going. You right now are Page of Swords, a really fresh entity, a really fresh being in this wolf-filled atmosphere, territory, you know? You're gonna get, by learning these things, you're gonna get more comfortable with it. And maybe you're quite shy, just overall. By learning these things, you will, by building your communication skills, observation, you will get into the Knight of Wands, which is more comfortable, more passionate. You know, you're basically gonna get a horse to navigate the situations. You know, it's just step by step you're gonna get there. And it's what is also really interesting, I want to mention this. Between your current situation. Oh my god. Between your current situation and your next step towards this goal that you have, there's no gap at all. That means you have to start learning this very moment, and start taking those steps that are scary. Start taking those new paths, but looking where you're going. And between this next step that you're taking, or you're advised to take, and the goal that you have, we have a bit of a gap here. That's, again, divine timing. They're not telling you when exactly. It's not as big of a gap, so maybe not that far away. But they're not telling you when exactly you're gonna get to this point. You're gonna get to this balance and knowledge, collective people around you. You're just this is wow. You're just at the beginning. You're just the Page of Swords. You have to arrive to the Knight of Wands, and only then you can be the Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's a step-by-step process. Yeah. This is basically your next step. I do want to get some final messages for you. Final messages for you that advice, or if there's anything else your spiritual team wants to tell you. Okay. Yep. Is there something else you would like to mention or bring my attention to, our attention to? Is there something else? Oh, I didn't keep the whatever card. Okay. It's interesting. It fell out here. There. I didn't keep the 7 of Cups. Oh, maybe that's fine. Oh, here it is. It's 3 of Pentacles is about building that community. It's about building it from the scratch. It's about trusting people. It's the process of trusting people again. I think you have to work on your skill set, communication skill set right now. You have to work on that. You have to evolve from the Page to a Knight, and then trickle into the 3 of Pentacles, which is slow and steady. Again, that card from Oracle deck that didn't came out. Slow and steady, building a base, like a strong base with people, with trust. Slow and steady. Important. The 3 of Pentacles. Building the connections with people up to a point where both you and them can trust each other explicitly. I think I used that word correctly. You know, you both evolving into queen, into king energy, into maturity, into conversation. There's a lot of gaps in conversations and in communication right now with you, and I think with some of the people around you that might have left. That's what you have to work on right now. Communication fixes everything, and that's not a scam. That's, you know, it's it's true. So I think that's what you have to work on. And once you improve that, communication will bring you the collective that you seek, the friendships, partnerships that you seek. Communication. I think this is today's theme for you, communication. Yeah. Okay, so for the extended reading, because I think right now I think this is all we have discussed. Communication is key. For your extended reading, I think I want to see, what do people in your life think of you right now at this current situation? How do they see you? What do they think of you? Then I want to see a message from your higher self. How does your higher self see you and think of you? And then I also want to see, what do your guides and ancestors, a message, how do they see you right now, and how do, you know, what they think of you? Because I feel like if you're feeling quite alone, it is important to remember that there are energies around you, and how do they see you right now? I think it might help you in some ways. I think it might bring you some reassurance. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, all the extended readings will be in the description below. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you for being here with me. I hope I brought you some clarity and some peace of mind. Nevertheless, be very discerning about everything I said here today. And if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Otherwise, let me know how it resonated in the comments below. With that, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you. Bye! Hi, group number 2. Let's check your vibe and see if it resonates. So first of all, I instantly have a song that's coming out for you. It's by LAUREL and it's called Life Worth Living. And there's also another song with the lyrics that translates into I will drown in your eyes. That's basically the main chorus of it. And there's a lot of blue color just around everything. This light, it's not a baby blue, but it's a light blue. I want to say like a sky blue. Just, you know, maybe your favorite color is blue or it's in some way significant. I also see like ocean blue eyes. Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish could be... There's a lot of music coming through for you. Just like soundtracks or songs overall. And it's about... all of the songs is about another person, about some sort of a crush, some sort of love towards a person, and it feels so true and pure. It's not like a lust or a desire, it feels like attraction, but like so empathetic in some way. It's maybe idealizing that person, and there's a lot of blue coming, you know. I feel like maybe that person has like blue eyes or something, light blue. Yeah. just the messages over the top of my head. Let's check your oracles. You have feminine energy, and you have with the number 17, and you have number 42, joy. Again, blue color, for some reason I feel like it's very significant. Again, another song. It's Hozier, It Will Come Back. There's a lot of songs coming through. I feel like songs are important to you. I think this is how you deal with life. I heard. That's a kindness you can't afford. That's the lyrics from the song. This feels so pure and genuine. The energy around you. Yeah, and with the feminine energy, it also, I get this kind of gentle and nurturing and caring energy. You are in this, maybe you're just a person like that. I mean, like, you are just naturally caring. But there's no lust, there's no this obsession, desire, or like sexual tension. It's more of a kindness and empathy. What? It's just, I love this. I love this so much. Just overall, you're in that kind of enjoy, like, lightheartedness. And just enjoying things around you overall. I'm just seeing in my mind's eye this just really generous and kind person. I feel like you would give yourself away if that means that you can help somebody, or that the other people around you can feel better, can feel good. You would sacrifice yourself for them. Yeah, just the kindness of your heart. I think it's rare, you know. Also, I'm getting with these two, how are they called? Dragonflies. Yes. Might be significant. Okay, so you have a couple of quotes from Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. So, let's see what you have. No, Jonathan, there is no such place. Heaven is not a place, and it is not a time. Heaven is being perfect. You will begin to touch heaven, Jonathan, in the moment that you touch perfect speed. And that isn't flying 1,000 miles an hour, or 1,000,000, or flying at the speed of light. Because any number is a limit. And perfection doesn't have limits. Perfect speed, my son, is being there. To fly as fast as a thought to anywhere that is, you must begin by knowing that you have already arrived. The trick was for Jonathan to stop seeing himself as trapped inside a limited body. The trick was to know that his true nature lived as perfect as an unwritten number, everywhere at once across space and time. These quotes, first of all, I love this book, but this is talking about the fact that you are your biggest boundary. And I mean in a way that you're only you can limit yourself. Everything is possible. You just have to believe it to be true. And I think these quotes just brought me . that kind of breaking free. Another song? Oh my god. Just breaking free from your limits. Because the case is you do not have limits. You just put yourself into that box. I think this is your next step. It's to open your mind to the possibilities. Yeah, I think the quotes are pretty straightforward themselves. It's, yeah, to fly as fast as a thought to anywhere that is, you must begin by knowing that you have already arrived. It's talking about manifestations and getting a grip on how to manifest the perfect life for yourself. And how to break free from predispositions and prejudgment and that limiting mindset. It's time for you to throw it out the window. I think you're at the point where you can get past that and you can grow to, it's a growth, yeah, to like to a being that does not have any limits, you know. And that's the thing, you already are that being. You just have to switch your mindset and to accept and acknowledge it, and that you are limitless. Yeah. I think we can get into tarot, because I think for the vibe check that's mainly it. So many songs are coming through. Yes. So, what does the tarot have to say for you? Let's see. So, we're gonna be looking into what is your current situation? Where do you find yourself in right now? Then we'll see what's your goal, situation, circumstances. What is the goal that you're trying to reach right now? And in the middle, we will also see what is your next step to eventually reach that goal of yours in terms of spiritual journey. So, okay. Right. Okay, let's see. So, what is your current situation? Where do you find yourself in? Okay. By the way, the same thing happened when I was mixing. When I was mixing, shuffling. Oh my god, the oracle deck. A lot of energies came through and came out for you. Just at once. But I'm gonna need a bit less cards, please, for that. What is your current situation? Okay. Where do you find yourself in? There's a lot of energy surging through the deck, but nothing yet wants to come out. Okay, so okay, Could I get a clarification for that, please? For group 2? I told you, this is, you know, I think... there's just... okay. There's just things going on in your life right now. I think there's... you know what? I feel like I'm gonna take this because... these are just... alright. Let me see. Yeah, well. You have a lot going on. Yeah? Let's just say that. And I don't think we can get around this in any way. I wanted to focus on just maybe one thing that's happening in your life, but I feel like you just have a lot on your hands right now. Let's just put this here. I feel like your current situation is just, with the Fool being at the very top of this pyramid of things that are happening around you, is you're just keep going, just keep swimming, you know? Whatever happens, you're not looking back, you're going forward, you're flying ahead. It feels like there's so much happening that you do not even have time to focus on that now. So you're kind of ignoring it and just move it along. You don't have time for any of this bullshit. It is like, we have to move along. We have to go. We have to... I feel like you're maybe in some sort of a rush, or maybe just your life overall is fast-paced. And you see he has wings, he's flying, this guy is flying through it. It feels like you are doing the same thing. And... and also, and with the High Priestess being at the bottom of the deck, I think you're bottling up a lot of your emotions, or just keeping a lot of things to yourself. And also a really good structured pyramid that you build for yourself in this moment. It feels like, well, yeah, you have boundaries, but boundaries in a way that you won't let people know that you are how you are truly doing, how you truly are. Because like with feminine energy, with joy, you know, it might be a front that you're putting up because of, you know, I feel like you understand what it's like to be struggling, and when you see people in need of help, you are naturally drawn to care for them and give them any help that you can. And I think I think you don't want to be a burden to anyone else. That's why you're not showing your feelings to people. And let me tell you, I think you're putting up a good front with this joy card. It's kind of like you're just enjoying whatever life has to offer for you, you know? I think there's no time for you to not enjoy the good things that come into your life, you know? It's... from one side it's like true and genuine. From the other side it's also a front. It's... it's a way for you to hide what is truly going on, because the things that are going on, might be a bit scary or a bit intimidating, and not only to you but to people around you. And I think you're kind of not acknowledging this yet, but up until this point it was you did a good job containing it inside with all of this pyramid here. We can try looking into some of the pyramid that you put up, and I think there's it's just a lot of things are going on, you know. So I have two kind of situations that I see here, and if we start on this side, we have Three of Swords, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. I'm kind of feeling, so in this situation that these three cards are explaining to me, you are taking a really authoritative stance and a really passionate stance in some way, and I'm hearing like on top of business, or like the boss, or you know, kind of just pure determination. And this is just one side of your current problems or situations. It's I feel like you are ready to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to protect yourself, or whatever it takes to reach the goals that you have in mind. With the Three of Swords being under this card, I feel like it comes from a space of pain, sorrow, and heartbreak. I feel like maybe some people in the past let you down, and you're kind of taking this upon yourself. And when it comes to work, you're mostly trusting yourself to do things, and you don't really trust other people, or you have to double check if they actually did a good job, which I think might be, you know, a bit of an overkill, but at the same time, it comes from a place of people letting you down, breaking your heart. I think this might talk about like a job situation or work or whatever you have, like in career type of situation things. You're a very determined person and a very goal-oriented. I think nothing can bullshit you. You're really in control of this. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of, you're putting a lot of work into your job, or however you make your money. And, you know, I feel like this is a slow and steady moment where you are putting a lot of work, and you know that eventually it will bear fruit. And this girl right here is just tending to her garden and keeping it alive, giving the garden, you know, nutrition to flourish eventually. It doesn't seem like you're reaping the rewards right now, but you know that this garden is going to be magnificent and will bring you just a ton of rewards. So that is going on. You're putting a lot of work into this, and a lot of yourself, and trying to keep it all together, even though there is a bit of coming from a space of heartbreak in some way, or mistrust. But it feels like for now it is, yeah, it is kept together and it's working for you, so you know. And I think with a fool on the top of the pyramid, it's, you don't really have a time and place to heal these things or change your way of doing things, you know, it's not a time for that. You have too many things going on right now. That's how you see it. On this side, I feel like you are Page of Pentacles. There's something about change. We have the Tower, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. There is change happening. I think you are trying to adapt yourself to the change that is happening around you. I think this is talking about your inner being, essence. With the Tower being here, I feel like there's something on the verge of crumbling. I don't think it is crumbling yet, but I feel like you understand that too, and that might be, just symbolistically looking, it's like the base of the whole pyramid that we have here that is keeping together the feelings inside of you. I feel like if this card goes away, everything falls over. And I think this is on the verge of breaking down, and you know, and your emotions or just the feelings or everything that you keep inside that you are postponing or putting away for this specific moment to not think about it will come out. And I think you feel that coming. I think you're kind of preparing for that change because it's inevitable and you know that it's almost here. You're preparing for that, and you're, with the Two of Pentacles, it's, you want to try and balance this out. I think you want to try and balance this out so it does not crumble in your face. You're trying to find like a common ground. How can you know, like, making a deal with yourself of like, okay, how can I, you know, still keep this pyramid? You know, maybe we can make some sort of an agreement. Because I feel like you feel that this is gonna crumble down anytime soon. If you're trying to reason with yourself for like, okay, I know this is not healthy, but like, can I still maybe keep it because it's safe and comfortable? Yeah. Well, sometimes, you know, that's not how, what universe's plans are. So, but I think you're still keeping hope that you can keep the structure and, you know, maybe work on it little by little, you know, which is not certain. This is not a certainty. It's very on edge. I think you're on edge right now. It's you're feeling the Tower moment. You're feeling that moment coming where everything is just gonna go to shit. But I think you're hopeful. I think you're still kind of like, let's keep this thing going while it's here, and you're kind of okay with reaching that breaking point in some way. I heard the phrase like, if it's working, don't touch it. I think that's what you're doing here. That's what you're doing here. Even though soon enough this is gonna crumble, you're like, it's working right now, so how about we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there, okay? If you're being real. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna keep this one here. This is a beautiful pyramid, by the way. Work of art. Performance. You might be a performer, by the way, because of how well you put up a front, or just have trauma, you know, one or the other. Could be, probably both, you know, the performance industry. So, let's now see what are your goal in this step, or where are you going? What's... Okay, I get it. No, I get it. By the way, trauma, Six of Cups. Okay, I get it, but like, can we get a bit less cards? I get that, like, there's a lot going on, but let's take it one step at a time. Let's take it one thing at a time. One thing at a time, girl. Regardless of gender. Okay, so what is the goal here? Or what are you... Oh. Okay. 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 Let's see where this goes. Actually, let's see what... Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. I usually don't take reversals, but if it comes... You know, unless I feel like it. Let me push this a bit. I feel like I'm gonna get a bit more cards, because is the goal men? I'm sorry. I'm not judging here, but like, is the goal of... You know what? Maybe I'm just guessing here. We're gonna pull a bit more cards, but like, it's a man, a stable man, stability with money. We'll see where this one goes. There's a lot of ways I could interpret this, but Nine of Pentacles. For some reason I feel like you don't want to think about money. The goal is passive income. Sure, this went so materialistic. Whatever the word is, okay. I thought we were talking about the spiritual journey, girl. What's going on? Let me get a bit more cards for this goal thing for you. Okay, I see how it correlates together. I feel like this might be of a... Oh, why did I hear sugar daddy? Okay, so okay. I love this. I love your girl, I love your energy. If this is actually like a sugar daddy situation, I think the limits that you have of like, oh, I could never get the sugar daddy. You know what? I think you should let those limits of yourself go, because I feel like you can. I feel like you're okay. So, oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? Take it. You know what? Slay girl. I love this. I love it. No, I love this. I feel like the goal is... I feel in this situation, with breaking free and manifesting your perfect life, it's kind of, you can manifest sugar daddies into your life that are paying for your expenses. With the Four of Pentacles, it's kind of like paying for your expenses, but it's for some reason it's monetary. It's about money. It's not about like feelings or something. It's about having people that pay the bills in the house. I love this. I absolutely love this. Let me get more cards. This is great, and I feel like the message here is that you should not limit yourself and think that you cannot get a sugar daddy. I feel like you should accept the fact that you actually can, and there are people that would love to be your pay pigs. Oh my god. Girl, I love this. I love this. Could I get more cards for the goal? Okay. 2 of Cups in reverse. This is... yeah, that's what I'm... But again, a lot of cards fell out for you. But 2 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Cups that always talks about love, is in reverse in your goal. This is purely a monetary transaction with men. Are you a woman or are you a man? I don't care. Gender, not gender specific, but this feels like a provider that provides for you, but there's no love in the contract. It's kind of like, it's a sugar daddy situation. It's a sugar daddy situation. I think that would solve a couple of your problems, you know, here. Or like an investor of some sorts, you know, for your business that you're doing here. Or, you know, I love this. Yeah. I feel like this is mainly that. This is, yeah. Your goal thing is to have people in your life that fund your expensive lifestyle and don't ask questions. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, yes, I think you can. I think you can. I think you're justified. In my eyes, you're justified. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You don't want to think. I feel like you don't want to think about money anymore. It just passive income flows to you naturally because of these two, these two guys that are in your life, just kissing your arm and worshiping you and just paying you money because you asked them. I feel like this is beautiful, you know? If this goal, feminine energy, absolutely. Absolutely. I think you're kind of like, you know what? With this fool, let's just... I feel like you're just going forward as much as you can with the structure that you can, and the goal is that a sugar daddy comes into your life and just saves you from all of this. So you're just going until somebody comes in and just like, listen, here's like 10,000 euros a month, so do whatever you want with it, you know? This is great. This is beautiful. Let's see how you can get to this situation and what do you have to do? What's the next step to get to this situation? Yeah, I want to know what's the next step. What is the next step for you to get to this situation? Okay. For group number 2, what, is the next step? Saw a couple of cards turning over. Okay. You have so much energy, and so many things going on. Just, I feel like this deck cannot contain it physically. That's why so much are like turning over. Well, we'll see what is gonna come out. Wow. Okay. A lot of reversals. I don't usually get this much reversals, but yeah, let's see. This was kind of here. I feel, okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna put this here, even though it's the next step. And the Hierophant. Cool. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. The next step for you. Okay, so Three of Cups is talking about celebrations. It's talking about enjoying oneself. Five of Pentacles is talking about why did I just got like a thing of you cheating, no wait, not no you invading marriages. Oh my god, this is wow. No, I actually got that. This is okay. Now this is what I'm seeing and what I'm getting, and we'll explore that, you know, we'll see wherever this goes. With the Three of Cups, I'm seeing like you going to parties, or like to high-end VIP parties, just overall bars, clubs. I'm feeling like in the area where there are like the expensive, or the like where luxury areas, or like people with money live, you know, and you're kind of just there in the way, or just spending your time there and seeing if you can catch somebody's eye. With Five of Pentacles, this is talking about being jealous of the neighbor's grass is green, you know, greener. It's talking about, and I've instantly felt like you are not breaking up a marriage, but certainly having some sort of a situation with a man that is cheating on his wife. And I not specifically a one man, but like just overall that kind of mindset, space, energy. Wow. Mm-hmm. I don't know. This feels like I am advising you to go and break up marriages. This is so funny. I love this. Oh my god. I'm not saying that you should do that. It's just, it's kind of, I kind of am. My god. With, okay, Hierophant. Ten of Wands. I feel like with the Hierophant, it's kind of like you being at the right place in the right time. And it's about like you observing people and the people observing you, kind of catching eyes, kind of wiggling yourself into situations, or like, you know, inviting yourself in, you know, inviting yourself to events, to situations, to just overall being there at the right place at the right time. This, you know, and even kind of like getting to know what people want and what people don't want, or like or don't like. It's that, with this feminine energy, I was picking up on like really kind, generous person and everything. Maybe the next step is to like embrace that feminine energy and be that. Oh my god, why did I hear snake? Snake. In like in the most respectful way possible. I just heard it. It's, you want that life, this is your step, this is your next step. And I think, you know, with the quotes from this is the best reading I had so far. With the quotes from this, it's kind of like I think you have to start seeing yourself as a woman who can have multiple sugar daddies. This is what like breaking free or breaking free from your limits means. You don't have limits. You can do absolutely whatever you want, you know? Do it for the plot. Do it for the whatever. Like, I am so much on your side right now. Even though I'm channeling, like, be the snake, be the be the cougar. Oh my god. I love your energy. This is beautiful. With the Eight of Cups in reverse. Upright, it's talking about, like, being in this liminal space and having a bunch of options and possibilities. In reverse, I think it's kind of you... I want to say you choosing one specific path. One specific path, which could in this instance mean exactly this, you know. Choosing that one specific path means that you are dedicating yourself to this kind of lifestyle. Being in the eyes of the people where everyone can observe you and notice you, mingling, flirting, taking people away from their wives. But like, you know, this is the next step if you wanna have sugar daddies. Being in the eyes of the people, you know. And I think this is just, this is one of the possibilities that you are thinking about a lot right now. I mean, like, really considering it. Yeah, it's not like, you know, or I think that there's also might be that you don't see any other choice as of right now, or you feel like this would be the best option for you for now, or, you know, as of like with the situation right now. And it did fell into your current situation. I think you're thinking about this a lot, you know, and should you do it or not. If I feel like, you know, that's the thing, is like you can choose that for yourself, and there's no one to tell you what you can or cannot do. And in this situation, it's possible. I think that's what the quotes are here for. It's possible. You just have to think like that person. You have to think like you are already that woman that has a bunch of sugar daddies. You have to be in that space already. Where's the quote? To fly as fast as a thought to anywhere that is, you must begin by knowing that you have already arrived. And I think this is saying to you that you must already think like a woman with sugar daddies if you want to have sugar daddies. And if your question is if that's possible, everything is possible. If you stop limiting yourself, it is. If you want to have that lifestyle, this is your next step. Your next step is to be in the open and be available and be approachable and not fear of breaking up families. I love this. I love that this card comes in this type of way. Breaking up families. I absolutely love this. Oh my god. But it's possible. And this situation is no love, purely money, financial stability for you, because people are paying for your expenses. Luxury lifestyle. It's possible. What can I say? It is possible. I love your energy so much. This is great. This is amazing. This is amazing. Wow. I want to ask for like, okay, maybe the last like final advice in this of like, final advice. Maybe there's something that, you know, else to be said to you by your spiritual team, some guidance. I think they want to tell you a lot. Just overall, just everything that comes out, they wanted, okay, you know what, I am gonna take this, because I'm done with your spiritual team. They just want to just everything, just give you everything at once. Final advice, yeah? You know what I'm seeing in this? The Sun, Nine of Cups, the Lovers. We're not talking about this one, yeah? It's a lavish lifestyle, but you can absolutely indulge in it. Enjoy yourself. Do whatever you want. This is a calling to you to do whatever the F you want. Who cares if you're gonna break up families? It's never not gonna be funny for me. This card is never not gonna be funny for me now. Who cares? It's your life. Live however you want to live it. Live however you want to live it. Lovers, go have sex with anyone you want. Nine of Cups, drink as much as you want. Have fun. The Sun with like, just be happy, just enjoy, just, you know. And with the songs that were coming through, it's kind of like, it is talking about people, you know. Everything is talking a lot of blue color again. And yes, maybe you are that kind of a gentle person and everything. At this point, this is telling you that you can chill out, laid back, be a bit more laid back. This is, you, you have the option to, this is an option for you. This might be your next step if you want it to be. First thing you have to do is to believe that you can. Yeah, it's, you know, I think you can, this is your next step. Believe that you are capable and able and to have a sugar daddies, and I think, you know, it just might happen. Just might happen. For some reason they're encouraging you to have a lavish lifestyle, or just go have fun, or just enjoy yourself, enjoy everything this life has to offer to you. You know, everything. Eight of Swords, with this one, I kind of want to say, like, even your pain, or like, even like, if you're hurting, turn it into a way to perform. Eight of Swords is about like, you got yourself into this situation, you know, you're kind of like, oh, look at me, I'm bleeding. It's kind of dramatic. It's kind of, you know, I think in this case it's kind of like, embrace that situation. You got yourself here, so how about you own it? How about you own the thing that you want the sugar daddies to fund your life? Yeah? How about you own that? That's what I feel like in this context the Eight of Swords is about. It's just that's you know. I love this energy. Oh my god. You know what? I am with you on this one. Whatever you choose to do, I am with you on this one, yeah? Just, I'm with you. My god. Yeah. For your extended, I think we covered mostly everything here. For your extended, I wanted to see, specifically if you are interested in pursuing this next step of yours, which is very possible. Very possible. I think I want to see two things. First, what do you have to release in this situation? What do you have to let go of? Leave behind when stepping into this new era? And the things that you have to embrace, the things that you have to focus on, give more time to, cultivate for this to happen, for this next step to take root. And just overall, just advice, but like these main two things of like what you have to let go and what you have to embrace for the extended. My god, this was such a wonderful reading. I love your energy. Yeah, well, thank you for being here with me. I hope it brought you some clarity and some peace of mind. Nevertheless, be very discerning about everything I said here today, and if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Otherwise, let me know how it resonated in the comments below. With that, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you. Bye! Hi, group number 3. Let's check your vibe and see if it resonates. So, let's start with your oracle deck first, and then we can get into Kafka on the Shore. We have number 8, Death, and number 25, Sexual Energy. I think you're going through something. I think with the Death being here, it's Death Note is coming through if this is significant for some of you. I think there is something that is coming to completion. There is some sort of a situation that you are in that is ending in some way. And I feel like it is one of those difficult situations that you've been through or you're going through. It is coming to an end. You're at the very end of this road that you've been walking through, and I think it took a lot of your time and energy and determination to get through this, I'm gonna say sandstorm because I know what is coming, but get through the sandstorm, and you'll see with the quotes that I have for you how this ties into this. I'm also seeing a lot of dark colors. There a lot of black. Maybe you are just a person who wears black colors. For some reason anime is coming through, and I'm also seeing the soundtrack from Tower of God. And it is about him climbing the tower and basically going through different challenges and completing those challenges to get to a higher level. And I think you've been in a similar space. You've been completing challenge after challenge after challenge to get to a better place, to a brighter tomorrow. And with the Death card being here, I feel like this is finally coming to an end, even though it looked and felt endless. You have completed your mission, I heard. Yeah. And the sexual energy being here. It might be that you might take it literally, sexual energy of, being attracted to someone or seeking that. I do want to bring forth an alternative interpretation to this. It's kind of feeling whole with yourself. And the sexual energy, it's kind of, it's not what you feel for somebody else, but maybe what you feel within yourself. It's more of a connection, and you're in the right place. I feel like this is more of feeling good in your body, feeling good in the mind space about where you are right now with this. I feel like this is a very healthy connection with intimacy for you specifically. I feel like the sexual energy is not specifically talking about a person or people overall. It's more talking about you with yourself, and even your perspective on intimacy. I think it got to a very healthy point in your life, and I think you're quite satisfied with where you are in this, or maybe you know what you want, or how to feel good, what you like, what you enjoy. Nevertheless, both of these cards feel like you're finally coming to a point of peace in some way, and into a point in your life where you are satisfied with yourself. When you think about yourself, when you see yourself, you are satisfied with what you see and what you think about yourself. And maybe this difficult situation, it was you, your inner conflicts that you had to overcome to get to a place where you are right now. And I'm here to tell you that this is finally, it's coming to completion. Yeah, let's get into your quotes from Kafka on the Shore. You'll see how this ties in. Sometimes fate is like a small sandstorm that keeps changing direction. You change direction, but the sandstorm chases you. Why? Because the sandstorm isn't something that has nothing to do with you, that blew in from far away. The storm is you, something inside you. There's no sun there, no moon, no direction, no sense of time. Just fine white sand swirling up into the sky like pulverized bones. And you really will have to make it through that violent, metaphysical, symbolic storm. No matter how metaphysical or symbolic it might be, make no mistake about it. It will cut through flesh like 1,000 razor blades. People will bleed there, and you will bleed too. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm is all about. This ties in perfectly with the 2 cards that came out for you. It's, you will walk out of this storm changed. You won't be the same person who walked in. I think this was a huge, major character development for you. Character development arc. Well, you're coming out a stronger person, you know, it's... yeah. And I think the quotes and the cards are telling you that this season, it's finally over. This never-ending challenge, even though it felt never-ending for so long. you've been very perseverant, and this is here to let you know that this is finally coming to an end. This is beautiful. Okay, let's get into the tarot cards for you. Let's see what is the situation about and what do we have in store for you. Let me just move these. All right. Of course. I have felt that you've probably will be getting this deck, this tarot deck, for you, and it comes usually when the situation is about spiritual development, and it comes in with people that are quite intuitive and quite connected, quite aware of the spirituality and the, you know, the things that you do not see but you feel. I had a feeling. All right then. Let's see what's going on. Oh. All right. So, what is your current situation? What is going on in your life right now? Well, yeah, okay. Let's see. The moon. The moon came first. All right. Okay. I forgot to turn on the lights for you. Wait. Yes, now it's so much better. I thought, what did I forget? Okay. Let's see where this is going. We're gonna do this. So we have the moon, Knight of Wands, Prince of Cups, which is Page of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Judgment. And Lovers. Well, Lovers. Which is really interesting that in this specific deck, the Lovers never come out for the actual lovers of like two people energies. This is, if we start with the bottom of the deck, this is you finding balance with yourself and you finding ways to go about life in harmony with yourself, at peace with your decisions. I'm getting this interview that I saw with one monk, lore for you. He said that he is not looking for happiness, and this is not his goal, and he's not reaching for happiness, because if you're happy, you will eventually be sad, because there has to be a balance. And it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, like the give and take of, you know, roller coasters of life. So what he said is that he is looking for peace with his decisions, peace with his actions, and with his thoughts. And I think this is something that you are not maybe looking for, but trying to enforce or adapt to your life. You are okay. Oh, okay, I see this. You are okay with the changes that life throws at you, or the constant stream of unexpected turns, the unknown. I think you're coming to terms with that. And I think this specific quote is, oh my god. This is, wow, wow, you're special. Special in a way that I just got a song for you that has helped me personally my whole life, through my whole life. It's called Caterpillar by Mountains of the Moon. It's really dear to me, and I feel like it's about awareness and being aware of your surroundings, and it's about that liminal space where you are sitting with yourself, meditation, that kind of, I'm hearing like monks, or like you with yourself, the hermit card. You with yourself, sitting with your thoughts and thinking about just overall what life is for you. What is the meaning? A lot of philosophical thoughts coming through with it for this specific group. And yeah, well, I can, get into these cards. It's, the moon is about that. It's about the world in your mind, or in this case, I would interpret it as you thinking about life, thinking about the philosophies of the law of attraction, law of manifestation, very spirituality heavy thoughts coming through, or just like existence, your existence. Where are you, like in the context of space and time? It's really broad questions, and I think you enjoy just exploring different possibilities of what might be, of what is, what might become, and you're really open to these. You're really open to anything. What, you went through some things, oh my god. I think this is the death is finally telling you, okay, I think it's enough lessons for this moment and period in time. I think you can take a break. Because the amount of knowledge that you have acquired and have been downloading from the universe, just because how perceptive and how do you say this? You became basically really introspective. Making conclusions, thinking back on on your whole life. There's so much about you, this, like, discovering yourself from the beginning. It's this, you've been walking a path of self-knowledge and self-discovery for a while. I feel like you're in the space of like nothing can surprise you in terms of like spirituality, philosophy, existentialism. Because you have explored all of it, or a bunch of it. You have been thinking. for the past, I don't know, forever. Yeah, it's that looking for just peace with yourself. And with this card coming out, and when I, interpreted it as being in connection with yourself and in satisfaction of who you have become, this is exactly what this is talking about. Knight of Wands, Prince of Cups. This is either speaking about the duality of your personality, because I feel like or this could be you shifting perspectives to seeing things from more of an emotional and psychological side, when before that you were more impulsive, more active, and more decisive. Now you're shifting into this person of, yes, you're opinionated, but you do not impose your opinions on others. You've explored a lot of concepts and thoughts, philosophical thoughts, meanings, religions. You explored a lot. I think there's a lot of knowledge you have acquired, as I said before. And I think you're looking at life with this card with a bit more empathy for people. Empathy for people, because some of them just do not understand. Some of them just have not made their conclusions yet and have not come to the realization that you have come to. I think you're being kinder to humans because of your transformation that you went through here. That is coming to an end again. Six of Swords. Let me check in with that quickly. Yeah. This is Six of Swords. This is clarity that you're coming into. This is new perspectives, new ways of seeing things. I think you're also coming into new structure on how to interact with people and how to navigate some conversations. This to me screams like structure. I think structure and clarity. You've learned a lot, and now you're finally putting it into not quite into action, but into reimbursing yourself. I feel like you know so much more like intricate words than I do, and I'm just struggling to to channel all of these words. But thank you for your candor. I will learn from you. It's basically reimbursing your structure, your sense of being, your base, your values. I feel like it feels like if I could describe it as best as I can, is like you leveling up on armor. Why did I have Minecraft references? Oh my god. Who are you? But I'm seeing like a person changing his leather armor to a solid, wanted to say gold plate, but I'm feeling like metal, you know, iron. Oh my god. This is great. Minecraft references coming in. Just armor, okay? You're putting on armor. This is how it feels, but like for mind and for emotional stability. Philosophy. What can I say? I don't know what you went through, but you got a lot of wisdom from this. Just, you know. Yeah. And with the last thing here being the Judgment card. This, especially in this deck, this is just says a definite step and the essence of the idea itself. Basically, to me, this card is so in tune with everything around them, so aware of like situational awareness, like spatial awareness. You're just aware of where you are in the space and time. This is okay, so you are a person that is so much more intelligent and wise than most of the people that live on this earth. And I'm not only talking about just, you know, physical, like science, physical things, philosophy. I'm speaking like emotionally and common sense, awareness. My head is spamming the word awareness. Very in tune with everything around you. Wow. That's some connections here. So my camera cut out. What I was saying is, I don't know what you went through in this situation to get to the to this card here. And I mean, a high risk, high reward. This is high reward. You are... I want to say it was worth it. With the amount of knowledge and awareness that you acquired, it was worth it. Again, the words that you are using... Wow. Right. I'm trying to channel you as much as I can, but some of these words are just wow. For you, it might be normal, okay? Good for you. I don't use those complicated words in my day-to-day speaking, so I'm gonna keep this one here. Right, let's see where are you going? What's the goal here? Because like, what's the next step? What, you know? What is this reading about? What is the goal here? What is the goal for your next step here? Ooh. Group number 3. What is the goal here? Ooh. Do you not have a goal right now? Okay, that might be a thing where you're just coming out of this situation and you are in a space where... Love. In a space where you're just, you know, going with the flow. You don't know where the world might take you. Okay, let's see what you have here. Ooh, okay. Let me fix this. Virtue. Okay. Could I get something else? Anything else? A clarification, please? Okay. I'm getting the feeling that you have not decided yet. What is the goal here? Or what is... What... Okay, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Sure, I see the cards that are coming out for you, but I would just need a bit less for that. You know, I can start getting into the 3 of Wands of what I am just getting, the vibes. They're not giving me anything yet, anything else. I think that's precisely because you yourself do not quite yet know what you want, what you're looking for, what is the goal here. I think you're going with the flow. 3 of Wands, it's talking about celebrating, but celebrating in a way of seeing the first results, the first fruit, or of whatever you're doing. I think you're kind of seeking for accomplishment, but you don't know from what or where. You just want to... That's why I'm asking for another card, because I don't know either. Listen, what is the goal here? What is the goal here? I'm asking you, what is the goal? Okay, I'm just, this, you know. Could I get just, for group number 3, could I get just a couple of cards? I feel like you're messing with me right now. What is it, where are you going? What is the situation? What is the goal here? Wow. And I saw the card and I don't think that's gonna help me in any way, but that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna accept this, because I feel like you are talking to me in concepts, in abstractions. there's nothing definite that you are looking for right now, or you are seeing, or you're wanting. It's kind of like, let's see where this goes. Let's see what I am, or like what I'm capable of. Or I feel like you have so much opportunities at hand. You don't want to decide between one, like just to pick one of them. You want to try everything, or just try everything and see how the results will go, and get that kind of appreciation for the, you know, or like just get good results and move on to something else. The Ace of Swords, it's, again, I'm telling you, you're talking to me in abstractions. You want to be, Ace of Swords is like clarity, you know, it's having clarity of the world, having understanding of things. Okay, what are we talking about, you know? you're already on that path, you know. You just went through a big ending completion that's coming to it's coming to completion, but I mean, you went through so many challenges. It feels like you have not had enough of them. It feels like I'm not gonna stop here. That's the, you know, that's the mindset I'm getting from you. And this is kind of like, I want to know more. I want to have more connections. I want to have more clarity about people. This is an overwhelming thirst for knowledge that is coming from you. I love this energy that you have. Like, I actually do. It's so freeing in some way. You're at peace in the situation where you are right now. You went through shit. You went through a lot to get here. But now that you are here, you can deal with anything and anyone. I feel like it just does not matter to you anymore where you are or what you're doing, because you know your only goal is to be even wiser, know even more, discover even more, understand more. And with this, it feels like you're doing projects just because you think you can. It's not specifically endearing to you or of importance to you. It's just, you come up with an idea, you think you can, what's the word I'm looking for here? You think you can accomplish it. You try it, it works for you, you get the first results, it's good, you move on. You move on. I don't think you're settling on one specific path or position or point because you have broken past that. You've broken from the limits, from anything. You're in a space of like, well, I'm not gonna settle for anything. No commitments. Because it's the thirst for knowledge that you have. You just want to explore anything and everything this world has to offer. And I mean more in a philosophical way, not just like hands-on working or projects. It's more of a reading books, going into philosophies, speaking. I'm hearing like debates around different philosophical ideas. Wow. Dead Poet Society? Hello? Sure, like one of those, but like high end. Or if you're not in one, you're gonna get into one, because I think this is what you're seeking, what you're looking for. I'm gonna try one last time to get at least another card for this, but I feel like this is exactly what you're looking. What you're looking for works. 3 of Pentacles. The Hierophant. What did I tell you? The Hierophant. It's... You are seeking knowledge. You are seeking connections. You are seeking wisdom. Ascension to the next level. Ascension! Oh my god, this is... Wow. Wow, because when I was shuffling your oracle deck, I got a card, Ascension, on the bottom of the deck. And I was wondering, should I take it or not? Is it... And I made a mental note on this, but I did not take it. Just because. I'm gonna take it now for you, because you are absolutely in this type of energy. Ascension, ascending to the next level. Being better than everyone else purely from the knowledge that you receive, have, and indulge in. Oh my god. It feels like this is like your life's work to be the most intelligent person in the room. This is again so interesting to me that I have mentioned the collectives that you want to get into and have debates with people with the same thirst for knowledge that you have, and then the Three of Pentacles comes out. Works. This is about collaboration. This is about people coming together for the same project, people coming together to share ideas, to share everything, knowledge, experiences that they have, you know, experienced throughout their life. This is the goal. The goal is to always be on your toes, but in a way of always learning. The thirst for knowledge that you have is insufferable. I'm sorry, but it's insufferable. I love this energy, but oh my god, this is your only goal in life. That's why you cannot settle for something, one thing specifically. It's just everything attracts you if it has something to do with knowledge. Oh my god. Wow. If you write a book someday, I want to read it. Listen, I do want to read it. With the Hierophant. It's talking about like not only the like philosophical or like, I wanted to say Scientology. Not Scientology, listen. Scientific. Scientific. Science, oh my god. It's not only about that. It's also about common sense, connections, awareness, people working, psychology, but not just only in the scientific way, but also in beyond that. You're just open to exploring things. I'm keeping this for you because, oh my god. So, yeah, well, let's see what's the next step for you to getting there, to getting to your collective, to getting to that point. What is the next step? That you should take. Okay. Oh. For some reason, I have the inkling that you know. That you already know. Oof. Ooh, okay then. Now this card is pretty straightforward because it says the agony of mind. This feels like the more you know, the more it hurts. I'm getting this, the agony of mind. I'm feeling like to get to this point, I think this is how you see it. You'll have to go through another one of these challenges. Another one of these never-ending character development arcs. What is this? What is this? Okay, because we have this. We have the Nine of Swords, which is an absolute agony of mind. This is an absolute it is torture, but it feels like you have put yourself there. I'm again getting the more you know, that the more it hurts. This is, I think you understand that. And then we have Two of Cups that by the way came out for you with love. What is could you explain to me what is going on? Let me get more, because what? Your next step. I might know where this is going, but let's just see what's, you know. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna put this here too. I've heard building your empire. Whatever that means to you. Building your empire with this Eight of Pentacles. Building your empire. This feels so nihilistic and hopeful at the same time. I am confused. With the Nine of Swords, this feels like, you know, the more you know, the more it hurts. With the Two of Cups, the love and everything, it's kind of like you want to love, you want to feel love, but then you know that it's never gonna end the way you want to, or that it's gonna end badly. You have these predispositions of people in some way. There's also like the two of these sides, you know, the emperor that you are becoming, or like that you're stepping into, this kind of very wise ruler of your life, of yourself. That kind of, I don't need anyone, I don't need anything, I have everything I need in here, in my head, in my mind. Yeah, and and then it's like, but love, I feel like that's also a concept that you're trying to figure out. I feel like you're looking at love from the philosophical or scientific standpoint. which is more about emotional connection. But you're looking at it from a logical point of view. And I think that's what makes it like the agony that you're going through. You know, you tell me actually. No, you tell me. And the lust, it's strength. It's, you know, it's about, again, that sexual energy, that strength. I feel like your next step, you already know what you need to do to get there. I feel like the next thing you have to do is just to be stable in where you are. And stable, I mean, with the death card, with something ending here, finding your stability and balance in this new era of yourself, where your mind is becoming your biggest enemy because of how much you know, or how much you understand. This sounds so cliche, but this is what I'm getting. And this feels like you don't need anything and anyone, but you still have that primal instinct of attraction and attraction to females. Listen, not gender specific, but just like attraction to, you know, people craving that sexual intimacy and this kind of like, but you actually don't need anyone, and you know, you're good by yourself, but then the only thing that you cannot still completely understand is love. Or that like the thing that you do not have, or do not have yet. This is interesting. I actually don't know what to tell you. I think you didn't need this reading from me. I think you're quite aware of where you're going and what you want. You know that what about this card, you know that like this is gonna be I can't anymore. This sounds so cliche. You have so much knowledge and you still cannot figure out love. Hopeless romantic. The misery that you feel. Yeah. Maybe this is your next step, trying to figure out love, trying to... I feel like this is your the whole life's journey is just trying to figure out more things and more things and more things. Your next step, trying to balance your lust, sexual attraction to sexual intimacy to people, because this is your necessity as a human being. Trying to balance that with your need or your belief that you don't need anyone, you're completely independent, you know, you have so much knowledge that like you actually don't need anyone, kind of getting into that pride moment a bit, but like, you know, the kind of balancing between these two of needing people and not needing people, this is the conflict for you. And I think that that's why this like agony of mind is here, because this is your conflict. And at the end of the day, even with all of the knowledge that you have, you cannot figure out love. And I think this is where you're going now. This is what you're trying to figure out. The next thing for you is love. Just, you know, trying to figure that out. Well, good luck with that. This is the next step, but like eventually you'll find your collective, you know, with that, or maybe by trying to figure out love, you will learn even more and then you'll have stories to share with people, or maybe, you know, there's so many possibilities. I think you know that. I think you're aware of that. So, I think that's most of it. Oh my god. Just give me a second. For your extended reading, if you're interested in that, because I feel like you have the most problems with love. So let's get into that. I feel like we should get into that. So for the extended, I want to see what kind of love is coming into your life, what events might unfold or how may it go, and what this love might teach you. What can you learn from this love? So this kind of three points, focus points for you, if you're interested. But otherwise, I think that is it. Yeah, like, well, I think you know yourself, where you're going, where you're headed. I think you're good. But thank you for being here with me. I hope I brought you some clarity and some peace of mind. Nevertheless, be very discerning about everything I said here today, and if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Otherwise, let me know how it resonated in the comments below. With that, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you. Bye!